Sometimes we just need to shut up because remember me yapping about my clear skin? Now look at my forehead. I just love how this works. It's so precious. God was like, Lisa, we've been through this. You gotta stop talking sometimes. I do, I know. But today I'm talking again. And this topic is around how we are afraid of our potential. And it manifests as weakness and doubts. And it's not because we fear to fail, it literally is because we are afraid of winning. Human mind is so interesting. I feel like like the consciousness of the mental space operates somewhere beyond time and space. You know, the nature is beyond time and space, but we're so scared to grasp the control that we squeeze ourselves into time and space. And whatever kind of ruins this perception of like, okay, I'm grounded here. This is my name. This is my religion. This is my family. This is my nationality. Whatever breaks this pattern of safety is considered like my identity is broken. I can't be here. So we really try to ground our mind in this time and space frame. But what I just realized is that the mind naturally isn't grounded in those. It's beyond time and space. That's why we always jump through timelines. We are always either in the past or in the future. We want to like reminisce, you know, the nostalgia, my trauma. Like, I miss this person. Oh, I miss this feeling. I wish I could go back to my childhood and all of those things. Or, oh, I can't wait to build a family. This type of money, when I have this type of house, when I have this type of spouse, I will feel this way. You know, we always operate between those two. Well, you know, obviously there is nothing but the present moment and we avoid it at all costs because it means letting go of the control of time and space. It's just being. It's such a paradox. It's really hard to articulate, but letting go is so easy and so difficult. It's like taking model Polaroids. It's the most simple thing. It's the most basic, just plain posing, but it's so difficult. It's so difficult to execute because it's so easy. You can see every flaw in it. It's like if you let go, if you sit in this present moment, you can see and smell and sense and touch every bit, every grain of this human experience. It's just scary to accept it. It's just scary to witness it all at once. It's like when you take your pictures with no makeup, no filters, plain poses, and very simple fitted outfit. You're gonna see every flaw and every beautiful thing about yourself, and you're scared of that. So, wow, what a beautiful, unusual comparison I just made up. And because I know that all of you watching are very ambitious, pretty, and smart, and you have big dreams, I know that it's very easy to stop wanting those things because you decide the outcome after a couple of days of being consistent. You change the importance of the goal for yourself, depending on how important it was for you. In the beginning, you're like, look, this is kind of difficult. It's not as important to me. I'll do it later. It can wait. Or like, it's not for me, you know? Stuff like that starts to come to your mind and you're not that consistent in your goals, dreams, and aspirations. And so the plan changes a little bit. You change your routine, you adjust it, and all of that. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it comes with doubts. Sometimes it comes with realistically, this is not for me. I'm not the one to do this. This is too big of a mission for me. No one in my family did this. I don't know anyone who's in a similar path. Actually, let's scroll on Reels for hours to soothe my anxiety about this because I feel so worthless. Actually, look at my skin, it's breaking out. Actually, look at my skin, it's breaking out. I don't know. Like, you know, you start picking yourself apart and just choosing to hate on yourself because it's like the fastest thing that you can grab to prove this concept of worthlessness to yourself. It's like physical appearance. Yes, we got this. We got proof that we can't do this thing that we wanted to do. More times than not, this is your mind knowing that you could do, like you could totally do it. Like your potential, you are aware of it. In your DNA, it's coded. You are a winner. I don't know how to explain this. It's personally for me, I was born this way. Like I'm so Kanye in my blood. I know that I'm going to do it. With that comes a lot of doubts, but these doubts are not they're not what you think. It's different. It's not like, what if I'm not built for this? It's like, I know that I'm built for this, but what if my thoughts win? That's something that I need to work on. There's no other choice. There's no option that my thoughts were going to win. Like, what? I'm stronger than that. Anyway, these moments of being afraid of losing, these moments of your fear of failure aren't actually deeply fear of failure. They're fear of using all of your potential, witnessing it, and not knowing what to do later. It's deeper than not trusting the vision. It's deeper than not loving yourself, not being confident, not believing that you are the main character in your own movie. It's deeper than that. It's knowing that you are and being afraid of what's next. Inside the parameters of my mind's comprehension, let's say the scenario plays out how I want it to play out. Let's say I get whatever I want. Let's say God is willing and my scenario is perfectly matched with what God has in store for me. Beautiful, amazing, prayers answered. What's next? And if your mind chooses this type of a thing to predict, it's like, okay, this scenario played out in your mind, you accepted it. This is such a powerful doubt pattern. Like, if you accept this one, you can spiral for a long time unconsciously, because obviously it manifests as, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. This is so hard. I'm not strong enough. It manifests as those thoughts, but under those thoughts, there's a deep fear of using your potential and knowing that you have it and knowing that you are capable. Deeply knowing that you are capable. That's why ambitious people are lazy. Because you know you can do it, but you just don't do it because what? Okay, I can and I will, but I won't. Because you're so afraid of like actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? This is why you, as your essence, as your beautiful, unique creativity, is so much better expressed and experienced than thought, than talked about. Well, talked about is still expressed, but going and doing it and showing up and experiencing some parts of what you think you are is so much more valuable than just marinating in this being and knowing your potential. Using little bits of your potential is experiencing it in the present moment and kind of manifesting this gratitude for its existence in the presence. It's not just like, it's grounding yourself beyond the frame of time and space. It's literally being present. Like, just expressing and experiencing your essence is exactly what will help you overcome the doubts and the fears of failure or winning, because basically the same thing. Why I say that fear of failure and fear of winning is basically the same thing, because what doubt is essentially this feeling of your inadequacy to obtain certain amounts of peace or presence. You have never experienced presence because you've been so distracted with whatever is going on in your life. Either it's conscious distraction because everything around you hurts you so much physically or mentally that you want to experience a slither of artificial comfort, or it's unconscious distraction when you're on autopilot all of the time. In both of those cases, if you consistently stay in this state of distracting yourself from who you are, who you want to be, where you want to go, your entire potential as a person, you limit yourself to the experience of your doubt. You reaffirm to yourself, you basically live in the affirmation and like, I believe this to be true, of not deserving to feel peace and presence. What you experience is what you believe. What you believe is what you experience. You're experiencing, you're living your thoughts. So you're telling yourself every day with not living your fullest potential that you don't deserve to live your fullest potential. For example, a person who is fat deep down knows that they don't deserve to be healthy, to feel powerful, to feel strong. When we go down the route of, body positivity and all of that, we could, but that's a deeper topic. Deep down, if you stay in an unhealthy space, you reaffirm to yourself daily that you deserve this. Your sense of deserving something better is not there. You feel inadequate to a scenario in which you feel healthy. You are healthy because you've been reaffirming a different kind of pattern for a long time, consistently. The same in social settings. If you come in a room, you expect people to judge you. Like social anxiety, a different kind of a disease of the mind. You expect everyone to not accept you. You expect everyone to think something about you that is not what you would want people to think about you. It's because you've been reaffirming this truth to yourself for years, and you just feel inadequate to a scenario in which you are accepted, loved, heard, understood, cherished, celebrated in a community. You don't feel like this is something that you deserve. Not because you actively repeat this to yourself and you're like, yo, actually, I don't believe. It's something subconscious. You're not aware of it even. But this manifests as social anxiety and not being able to enter spaces confidently and speak to people freely and limiting yourself to this illusionary inadequacy of a better scenario that fits your full potential. That literally says, I am powerful, I am a winner. In my DNA, it's coded that I'm supposed to win. Like, you've been given so many things. You are, like, we forget the simplest truth. How improbable it was for you to even be born. How are you here? I don't understand why we are so lucky to be here. And still we just spend it so mindlessly. And it's just like a little tiny speck of time. Like, what even is this point in time and space? Like, this is nothing. If you are born, you are chosen for some kind of a reason, like a special mission. Of course you were born a winner. Why else would you be born? Like, this is ridiculous to me. Believing that you're not able to like obtain everything that you want, everything that you see yourself experience, is just so ridiculous. You were given the biggest evidence of this possibility by just being born on this planet. No matter the circumstances, the bigger the challenge, the better. Because you have a cooler story to tell after you get to that point, you know? Ridiculous. Anyway, that's why all of the like businessmen and millionaires say, if you find something that you like, you will never work a day in your life, because success is essentially presence. There's so many successful rich people who aren't happy with their money. Like, okay, obvious truths. I don't want to yap about something so simple for a long time, but you know, if you actually enjoyed the process, which is really difficult because everything repeated for a long time becomes something that you hate. But if you try to find little comforting, warm, present, just beautiful moments in every single experience that you create for yourself that will get you to that goal, you will find presence in it. You will find yourself expressed in it, not just thought. You know what I'm saying? Your essence is experienced in moments of presence that are warm, that are noticed, that are witnessed. That's why I like poetry. Because you generate emotions. You overthink a feeling and you create momentum in which something has more importance than it would if you just let it experience itself somewhere else, you know, beyond your attention. If you notice, you will see. The truth will be revealed to you. No, I want it to sound so biblical and cool, but if you notice, you will see. Like, truly, just sit and really understand how much you can do. Just so stupid. This is the new definition of degeneracy. We left behind overeating, mindless scrolling, and meaningless connections, okay? Now, degeneracy is believing that you're not capable of achieving your potential. Like, wake up. That's why your validation needs to always be where you are. Always remember the space that you're in. Really sit in it. Keep in the back of your mind that you are going to leave this room. I changed so many rooms in my life. I think like 6. In 18 years of living, maybe 7. I've never had like a childhood room. I will leave this room very soon. I don't know when, I don't have the plans, but like, I know that this isn't my room forever. When I sit here, I'm like, it doesn't really fully feel like my place. I'm renting it. I'm not renting it. It's my parents' house. But like, I'm renting this experience for a little bit. How amazing it is to be here and call it my space for a second. Really validate every space that you walk into. Cherish your presence so much that everything that comes into your space is valued. And if you come into spaces, you are valued there. Everything that you see has something of you in it. Because you come there, you know, you were chosen to come there. I don't know, it's starting to sound a little bit weird. But everything has a meaning. Everything can be written about. Everything is poetry. everything, if it's noticed, has so much importance. I know it because I've been in a phase where I was noticing so much I almost went crazy. That's why when you balance it, it can become so beautiful. Poets are insane. Poets are schizophrenics. But if you learn to notice and balance, if you learn to laugh at some things and not take them seriously, if you really take all of your diseases, some things that just make you uneasy, if you take all of the things that burden you, if you take all of your sufferings, if you take all of your traumas and use them and learn how to navigate them, and not just like use them as fuel because anger is powerful and we know it, but literally use them as tools. I have this special thing where I notice things and they make me hurt very deeply. My heart breaks every time I notice something very deeply. I see people through. I see their souls. I read thoughts, you could say, and it hurts me. But if I learn how to use this is my superpower. Like literally how in the Marvel movies or whatever, I don't even know like all the know how to name these things. Like I'm not a specialist in those, but you know what I mean. Every superhero had some kind of a quirky thing about them that was weird and autistic, and it turned out to be the best thing ever. They used it, they saved the world. That's why a lot of unstable people circle their special powers around the idea of like Spider-Man or Batman. Like there are a lot of interesting mental experiences that happen around the idea of superheroes because there's so many hidden messages in those where you notice metaphors and everything. Balance it, kind of take away from the equation, because true alchemy is when you notice the charge of something and its power and you understand how much of it you want and need to use. Okay? It's not just like, oh, I have this superpower, let me spiral around it and make it my whole personality. Sprinkle a little bit of that everywhere you go. You're really just scared to win. Like, let's be honest. You know you can do this. You visualize it so many times. You've seen it happen. And these doubts are like you knowing that you'll get there and being afraid to trust in what's next because it's beyond the comprehension of your mind. Because you physically haven't even been there, like where you want to go and where you know that you will go. And you're trying to predict what's next, and that kind of scares you because you know you'll get there, but you haven't even asked for what's next. So that kind of like freaks you out. Bro, my 20s are right around the corner, right there. I'm 19 in 2 months. It's like, okay, like this is funny because 19 is, but bro, I just got here. What's going on? You know, it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary. Honestly, I just need to start experiencing things. I need to fix my social life, and all the other things, I'm set. I'm set for life. As soon as I get the community, I ground myself, we're good. I really understand Rihanna when she said, I just want fun times. Fun times, laughs, and giggles. That's it. Thank you so much for being here and experiencing this with me, like witnessing my journey, because I know I'm gonna get to really great places, great timelines, great opportunities, great rooms, really great things are coming. We're going to change history with creativity, okay? We have so much potential to use. I'm so grateful that I was born with the ability to notice my potential, to see it, to give it attention, and all the opportunities around it and things that surround me prove it to me, and the support that I get and the love that I'm surrounded with. So grateful for it. And thank you for witnessing it with me. Okay, bye-bye.